Look outside right now from our Bridgepoint camera. Nice and quiet out there. I mean, not quiet in terms of winds, but quiet. At least it's dry. Still a lot of cloud cover left behind from that line of showers and storms, but definitely some breezier winds for us here as well. It's been quite the busy afternoon for a lot of us, especially tracking in these storms. But you guys were doing a great job of sending in some of those photos, so I do want to share a few of them. This comes from Robin in Atkinson, Illinois, catching some good, what we call scud, or even a little bit of a downdraft here as we look from Atkinson. Again, a lot of these areas we're seeing a lot of hail reports, some winds as well, and even getting some confirmations of even a brief tornado near Buda, Illinois. We're still waiting for some information on that potential there, but again, a lot of us seeing hail, especially Orion. This photo comes from Boyd in Orion, Illinois, updating us on what the sky conditions were like. Again, a lot of clouds. There was some rotation in a lot of these storms too, with the large hail that we were seeing. But still, summing it up, a lot of areas getting that hail. Still a lot of wind reports we can see right here, some damaging wind gusts, especially as it pushed more towards central Illinois. Here is a look at most of the storm reports in our hometowns, again, especially near Orion to Geneseo, looking from Altoona all the way to Neponsit, Kewaunee, Galva areas, Bishop Hill. Again, a lot of large hail up to around an inch in diameter, maybe even getting towards 2 inches in diameter. And we got a lot of pictures sent in for that too, so thank you so much for sharing that with us. But now we are officially in the all clear. That tornado watch now completely chipped away as those storms now are progressing now to the Chicagoland area. So hopefully you warned some of your friends and family in the Chicago area. But again, it looks like that line has really started to kind of lose a lot of its energy, especially as the sun is starting to set a little bit more and taking away some of that storm energy. But hopefully you enjoyed the really nice temperatures, because now we're going to be left behind with some really cool winds as this area of low pressure, pretty strong, now grabbing a part of that cold air, even bringing snow showers into northern Minnesota, now dragging all that cold air to our hometown. So definitely going to get chillier as we head into the overnight hours. Temperatures right now dropping down to the 50s. So that's about a 20-degree difference for some of us compared to what we were this afternoon. Wind gusts right now also remaining quite breezy, around 30 to 40 miles per hour. Again, that'll stay pretty consistent going into tonight. Here's a look at future track lows going to around 40 degrees, but we stay quiet in terms of not seeing any more rainfall. Should get some sunshine for tomorrow, and that'll give us a boost to the low 60s. So a little normal, but definitely cooler than today. But we continue to see this trend of just ushering in cool winds. And by Saturday morning, the potential to maybe see a few flurries will be there. It might be a very low potential, but still the temperatures are going to be quite chilly for us. We'll bring in some cloud cover. Highs are only going to be in the upper 40s, maybe around 50 degrees at best. But how long will it be until we could potentially track in our next chance or round of showers and storms? We'll talk about that coming up in 30 seconds.
I had a plumbing problem. Not something I need right now. So I found a contractor on skilledneighbors.org. They were able to send someone out right away. He was friendly, he did a great job, and he cleaned up after himself. And I found out he really is my neighbor.
I consider myself pretty handy, but there are times you need to be more than handy. You need skill. That's when I go to Skilled Neighbors. It's a source I use and trust.
Plumbing, piping, HVAC problem? Visit skilledneighbors.org and type in your location. Find quality in your neighborhood.
And let's get you an update on the 8-day forecast. I guess it was a trick question about when we could see some rain. We don't really have any in the 8-day forecast, which is the good news. This is what we want to see. We want to see a drier pattern, especially as we do start to really see those river levels begin to rise over the next week and eventually maybe even cresting by next weekend. So dry weather is what we want. Temperature is going to be a little bit cooler than normal through the weekend, but at least we do get back to near normal in the 60s by the middle of next week. But unfortunately, no 70s or 80s for you guys.